Evening, folks, and welcome to tonight's beer review, which I am dubbing the Probably Shouldn't Do beer review because I'm getting a little inception of a headache right now. But, I figured I don't really drink to excess, so why not? I only have 2 nights off a week, and my nights of work, it's like, go to work, wake up, check email, get ready for work, go home, sleep, so I want to have beer on one of the few nights off. And ironic thing is, they try to call me into work again tonight. It's like, dude, seriously? I put in 60 hours, and you want me to put in another 12 hours for a full 72-hour week? Oh, bullshit, son. But enough of that. What we will be, excuse me. What we will be reviewing tonight is Lavaman Red Ale from Kona Brewing Company. This is, of course, a red ale from Kona, which is a quasi-local brewing company. This was brewed in California. This particular bottle, only draft, is brewed in Hawaii on the Big Island. So let's read the label, shall we? Hawaii is born from the lava of great volcanoes. Our Lavaman Red Ale is a smooth, malty beer inspired by the red rays of Hawaii's sunrises and the red-hot lava from which our beautiful islands were formed. This is 5.6 ABV. It's not really alcoholic. Pretty much bog-standard red ale strength. Let's open this up, shall we? Very clear. Well, not very clear, sorry. Very opaque. Actually, well, not opaque. It's translucent. It's a bit cloudy, which is odd because the bottles I had previously were very clear. So maybe this might be a little bit on the yeastier side for some reason. This bottle didn't hit profile. About the correct color, though, for the previous ones I had, but darker than your average red ale. As you can see, it's almost brown here. It's more of a brownish red than red. Beige head, that's somewhat quickly dissipating. Head smells nicely of caramel malts. Touches of molasses, brown bread. Hint of flowery hops. Really a kind of a malt show here. Yeah, this one does taste a touch yeasty. I'm guessing there's a little bit of a tiny problem with the production line, but it actually is not that bad consideringly. Taste is drinkable. Average carbonation. Feels about right on the palate. Not too thick, not too liquidy. Watery. Taste. I almost have to say it goes, like the coloration, the taste almost goes more to a brown ale sort of taste than red ale. Immediately brown bread in the front there. Kind of nutty, which I more associate with brown ales, especially in the mid. Some touch of molasses sweetness, but a little bit more, leaning a bit more to the dried side than towards the sweet side, which is as a red ale or a brown ale should. and just a ghost of hops bitterness towards the end. Lasts a bit on the palate. Not much to mention to that hops flavor though. It's just bitterness and let you know that it's there. None of the real flavors are fairly distinct. It's all kind of together. I would say muddled, but the thing is I don't really expect strong flavor profiles from a red ale, or even from a brown ale, which is what this kind of leans more towards on my palate anyways. Yeah. There's a bit more of that hard to display tang, almost not like herbal flavor, but another kind of herbal flavor, more like round herbal flavor. That kind of shows that leads like tea leaf perhaps, tea leaves perhaps. Makes it lean a little bit more towards red ale and lets you know it's the red ale. But again, it seems like it's just a little bit too much of caramel malts here. That said, it's drinkable, eminently drinkable, like most Kona beers. You know, on the light side, they don't really put out heavy beers, but red ale is not supposed to be heavy, nor is a brown ale. Nothing really out there, but you don't really expect out from a red ale style, or from a brown ale style, for that matter. If anything, the only thing that I can really say about this beer is it's perfectly good. It's just not to style. It just seems to, you probably could up the hops a little bit, but even if, you know, a red ale can have a little bit lower on the hop side. You kind of expect a bit more hops, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the case. It just seems like a little bit too much of a share of darker malts were used, and it kind of makes it come off not to style. And with sort of, you know, styles that are fairly narrow, in my opinion, like red ale, unless you're going to qualify it by having it be India Pale Ale style, where you overhop it, you know, something like this should be close to style. This is not. It's still drinkable. I'd probably drink it again, but I wouldn't say it's anything near a guideline of what a red ale should taste like. In my opinion, anyways. As with all of my reviews, that I say, your mileage may vary. Well, that's your beer review for tonight, folks. Hope you have a good one, and guess I'll see you in, well, whenever again I see you. Cheers.